Welcome to Model Rocketry 321 to another episode. This is episode number 2. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell so when I have a new video up, you will know right away, and we can get it going, get this going. So like the video, share, and subscribe. Okay, so now I begin. So today's episode is kind of a story. This is a rocket surgery story. It's an engine failure story. It's a total rebuild. So to begin, I had this rocket. It's called the Raven Hawk 1, and then that one got destroyed, so I created the Raven Hawk 2, which is this one you see here. So I'm going to sit this one aside and I'm going to explain what happened. This is the E12 engine, the standard Estes E12-4. I like those engines a lot. And this is the Raven Hawk 1. After surgery, I couldn't use the body. So one day I was out for a launch. I was doing some filming for a documentary I was working on, and I wanted this rocket to be kind of the center of attention for this story that I was telling, covering rocketry actually. So everything was set up, whole shoot. I believe I have it on film somewhere also, so I'll try to put that in, or you'll see it in a later video if I can't find it, or if I find it later. So everything was set up to launch. This is the original cone from this rocket. I just had to, and once I launched, I'm skipping around, cut. So it was the day of the launch, and everything was set up to go. This rocket was set up on the launch pad. I did my countdown, range was clear, sky was clear. Hit the launch button, the rocket left the pad, but it burst into flames, it ejected, it went crazy, and it fell to the ground. It was some grass was catching on fire, so I was able to stomp that out, and everything was kind of crazy for a second. So I looked in the engine, and it was clearly like a clear hole. You can see it right there. And typically, you at least have the nozzle left where the igniter goes. Everybody knows that that's normal business. But this time, this was the situation where, if I can get it, where it was just blown out. And I don't know what the cause was, but I remember reading an article in Sport Rocketry magazine. Not this one, but this is Sport Rocketry. Not this issue, but in another one. I have to find the article. But they were saying that when model rocket engines get cycled between hot and cold, this guy was saying that it can cause engines to cato like that, or to explode. And I had seen other engines do this when I was living on the East Coast, and I believe that's the problem with my engines, because I had like maybe 2 or 3 do the same thing. This rocket would do this situation, it fall to the ground, and that's that. Like, it don't even go high, it just leave maybe 30 feet, if that, and fall back to the ground. So my engines have been cycled like that. I keep them in my range box, and that's in a storage, but the storage isn't weather controlled. It's like, it gets super hot here in Arizona, and then we do get some cool weather. In the winter months, it can get colder. So my engines, I believe, suffered from this, which caused this where you can see the burns all on this body. I mean, it was destroyed. It was destroyed. This is just, this hole here, I cut this out because I took the launch lugs off. I just scavenged as much as I could. Fins that fell and got broke, these were on there. I was able to keep 2. This one had a crack. That's why I decided to just make new 4 for this. So this Raven Hawk 1 is pretty much was done. So I just cut out what I could. I took the engine mount. That still worked. It still was fine. So I was able to loosen up the glue and get that out of there. Pull the engine mount, and I rebuilt it. Well, I'm gonna tell you, the lower half of this body is an original Estes, the Red Max. I had one when I was really young, and the tube just stayed around. I just had the tube for a very long time. So this is actually 2 body tubes, and Mercury. And I keep saying Mercury Redstone, and the Red Max body tube is this lower half. So the engine mounts here is kind of beat up. I'm still working on this. I poured epoxy. It didn't stick, so I just gummed up. I pulled it off, so I'm making fillets, because this is going to be a high altitude rocket. I'm going to run some long 24mm motors in here, and some reloads. With an altimeter, I want to track it and see what it's doing when it's up there, see how high it goes. So yeah, so this is the Raven Hawk 2. So you have Raven Hawk 1, and this is the Raven Hawk 2. Slightly different design. I just did some detailing with this little spiral pattern. I like the spiral look. And on nose cones there, it has a recovery system in there already, which is a long nylon streamer. Because I want to be able to spot this from way up, because it's going to go, I'm trying to send it as high as I can, and I have an area to fly. And I'm recently finding a new club here in Arizona. I'm gonna be joining SARA. So they're out here. That's like Southern Arizona Rocketry Association. I'll join them and do some launches and some video. So I just wanted to share this with you, this story. If you know of engines getting cycled like that, hot and cold, and how they react, let me know, because that's what I believe happened. I just got to find the article. It's been a long time since I read the article. I had the article, so that's the deal with that. Thanks for stopping by again. This is episode 2. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support, and till the next video. And also, leave any questions, comments down below, any ideas for videos, leave them down below. And you guys take it easy. This is Model Rockets 321. Thank you.